By the time this video actually goes up, I will be in France as I am spending the weekend there with my dad, and we are going to be watching some rugby. And I head up on Friday morning and we get back on Monday evening, so it's a long weekend spent in the lovely Perpignan. Last time I went there I actually recorded a load of footage and I didn't put it up because I hadn't actually properly started YouTube at that time, and I took it with the intention to actually make it into some kind of video, but then never actually did it because one, I procrastinate a lot, and two, I was too afraid to put anything up on YouTube as I was afraid of judgment and things like that. So even though it's literally just pictures of scenery, I was afraid that people would hate it. But I really wish that I'd actually kept that footage now because I'd like to put it up even if it is like a couple of years too late. I've always gone to Europe on school trips and things like that. Like I've been to Belgium and a little bit of Germany and a little bit of France. I think I went to Lille, probably pronouncing that incredibly wrong. I was never actually keen on going to Europe. When I actually went to Perpignan a couple of years ago, I only then realised how beautiful Europe is, because if the rest of Europe is as beautiful as that little place, then I'd absolutely love to see it, because that was the most stunning place that I've ever been to, and I don't think I realised how pretty Europe can be, and I really want to visit some of it. I want to do some little weekend trips away or something like that, but I haven't actually got around to planning anything yet, so it's all in the early stages. But when I went there last, it was probably one of the most loveliest places that I've ever been to. It was just so colourful and vibrant, and the atmosphere there was absolutely phenomenal, and it just felt as though you were part of something different. And especially seeing as I live near to dull grey London, I really appreciated the different change of scenery, and I'm really excited to go this weekend as I will definitely be getting lots of footage. I'm still on the other side of the spectrum. Sounds like a freaking Harry Potter spell or something. On the other side of the spectrum, I'm still super excited to go to Ibiza in September, as that's going to be absolutely crazy, and I'm really excited for it. What?
Is your name Jam?
Yeah, but you're talking about me!
No, not that. Why should we be talking about you?
Because I'm your favourite daughter!
Yeah.
I'm kind of a bit late to the party on this one, but another thing that's new with me is that I've discovered eBay. Well, not discovered eBay because I've always known that it was there, but I've kind of discovered about using it. I used to always have difficulty in trusting internet sites when purchasing things online because I thought that they were going to be fraudulent, or they were going to con me out of my money, or they were going to steal my bank details and things like that. But gradually over time I've started spending more and more online. But I always had this reservation in the back of my mind that I wouldn't actually use eBay, because I remember at school once when I was in sixth form we had to like help a teacher with one of their lessons, and I was with some year 9s. And I remember overhearing one of the kids actually saying that he was selling a game on eBay, but he'd actually just sent the box but hadn't actually sent the disc, so he thought that he was getting all this money for basically sending a box with nothing in it and keeping the game. And so therefore, ever since I actually heard him say that, I've always had it in my head that somebody out there is going to do that. So I decided to just dive in the deep end and buy a load of clothes, because of the fact that I tend to chuck out more clothes than I actually buy, so I end up with hardly any clothes. And one of my friends actually buys quite a lot of clothes on eBay, so I decided to give it a go, and I probably spent about 60-70 quid on my first go, which probably isn't the best thing to do on your first try, especially if you're not actually that sure on what's going on, because obviously you don't know whether the clothes are actually going to fit you, and then you're not going to be able to return them because of the fact that they're private sellers, etc, etc. So I'm starting to get a little bit panicked, but I've received my first 3 items so far and I'm extremely happy with them. Here's hoping that the rest of it is okay. I'm actually getting quite a lot for my money, which is absolutely brilliant, and I know I must seem really sad talking about this because everyone's already done it years ago and it's like an old thing, but I'm really excited to actually get to do this, and it's just something new for me to spend my money on, because I need more of an excuse to spend money, don't I? Anyways, I hope you guys all have a lovely weekend, and I will speak to you when I get back. Bye!